now that we have all of our models set up, we can create our controllers. So here under app controllers, and actually before we do that, let's close out of the rest of these files here. Right click new, and this will be our gigs underscore controller.rb. And here, class gigs controller is going to inherit from application controller. So we can just copy that and create a proposals underscore controller RB file. Paste it. Call it proposals controller. And that's all there really is to creating the controller. For now, we're definitely going to add more code to it, but it's always nice to put out the model files as well as the controller files so that we're starting to build the foundation of our application. So with all of that, for now we'll just need these two, just the gigs and the proposals. I don't know if we'll need the controllers for the other tables just yet. We'll just start off with these two, and then we can add those controllers as we move on. But let's get our application working right now. So let's go into our routes file. And what we'll want to do is resources gigs. And what this does here is it creates the CRUD actions for our gigs model. And if we take a look at our terminal, get rid of this rake routes, we'll see that it's created the index create new edit show update destroy actions. So here, let's just get rid of that for now. Run that rake routes again, and it says you don't have any routes defined. And so what this resources gigs does is now when you run the rake routes, it'll go through and create all of these actions for us. And so here, what we'll want to do is create a route path. So basically our home page. What do we want our home page to be? So we'll say for now, it could change. We'll say root gigs index. So we want it to be the index of our gigs controller here, that we want that to be our home page. So here, I like to open up in our terminal, create a new window here, and run the Rails server. So I like having our Rails server running in a different window than all of our commands here. It just makes things a little bit easier. So do Rails S, and in your Chrome here, go to localhost 3000. And now it'll tell us, hey, we don't have an index action in our gigs controller. So in our gigs controller, we'll have to add that. So say define index. Now if we do a refresh, great. It's telling us we have a template that is missing. So what we'll need to do is go into, I'm going to close out those folders. Go into our views, right click, new folder, call the new folder gigs, right click that, and let's just do a save here of index.html erb. Now do a refresh, and it should give us a blank page. Good, and we can test that this is it by saying hello world. Do a save here. There you go. So essentially what we've done is, in our routes file here, is create the CRUD applications or the CRUD actions for our gigs controller here, and pointed our route path, or basically our home page, our home path, to the gigs index action. And in our controller, we had to create that action. So def index here, and then we need to have a view for it. So we had to go down to our app views, create a new folder called gigs, and in that have our index.html erb file. there you have it. In the next lesson, we'll continue to build out the application and really implement our HTML template that we have so that the application can start coming together.